Submission, and I would like to introduce myself. I am Kilama George Williams, also known as Kiddy Face. I am here as the chairperson of Creative Artists of W.A.L.K, that is called, which is an association based here in northern Uganda, actually in particularly, and we are also part of the association that is affiliated under the leadership, the supreme leadership of Gama. We submit under the presidency of W.A.L.K. A lot has already been said. Maybe allow me to just punch some areas and add some more weight. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that the fight we are fighting for is not for our selfish interest as other people are trying to regard. I have heard a lot outside there, people are trying to say we are fighting for positions. Others are saying we are fighting for money, or we are beggars, but we are not. As leaders, you take your position and be charged to protect what belongs to your people that you lead. For a very long time, we know that northern Uganda has always been having problems of, we see our brothers and sisters from central coming to northern Uganda. They go to the office of General Salim Saleh. They say they collect money, and we see them enjoying lives in hotels around here, which is good. They're giving us money, businesses, but rightfully, as fellow countrymen and women, we are being cheated in a way. We have not been disturbing General Salim Saleh, and that is the reason why these people claim that they initiated this so that General can look at us in particularly as actually artists. This is how the genesis of the whole thing started, members. It was about 4 months ago that an initial meeting happened in the hub where Okello and Sylvia Wari, they convened a meeting, and they aimed at addressing these issues that was affecting northern Uganda for a very long time, in particularly musicians. They actually claimed that General Salim Saleh sent them to come and attend to us because for a very long time we have not been attended to. We paid attention to them, and they asked us to form a 30 members task force who were going to front this vision and ensure that northern Uganda gets what befits them. And in our subsequent meeting, they kept on reducing numbers of people up to 4 people that they claim that they are supposed to work as the technical team who will handle the paperwork, and then later on, when they are done with the paperwork, they will come back and then we do elections, of which we as members of the industry, we accepted basing on assurance and trust that we had on the people that we accepted them to take the lead. The 4 technical people included Badman Solo, Odong Romeo, Freeman Sunday, and Paul Mutanga. And then later on they added Badman Solo as the chairperson of task force. Put it in your mind that in that meeting I was elected the vice chairperson of the task force. But somewhere, somehow, we can't tell how the whole thing happened. I just realized myself out of the cycle. So they cut off informations. This brought us to lack of transparency and accountability, where leadership structures were just assumed by the technical people, and then they went ahead to register, we could call it illegally. They registered a company which is private in its status according to our search on URSB, and then they were claiming that they are still representing the entire music industry. What actually makes us fight so much today is because we as leaders of different associations collected 50,000 from each association from their bank, and then we gave to facilitate the paperwork and registration process of W.A.L.K Creative Foundation. Later on, because we embraced this call as our own, according to how they pretended in the beginning, we embraced it as our very own initiative. We collected 20,000 each leader of the associations. We collected again our personal money, 20,000, to help and still facilitate the process of the paperwork. And then later on, the technical team came back to us and said there is urgent need for us to register SACCO. So every member, they needed to raise like 30 members to qualify as one of the requirements when you're going to register a SACCO. So within less than 30 minutes, in one of the subsequent meetings that we had at the hub, we were able to raise a sum of 600,000 Uganda shillings, which was meant to register SACCO. But unfortunately, we were not trained. So now we started asking ourselves, according to the requirement of SACCO registration, the procedure requires people to be trained first before the registration is conducted. Now this is where we got a little bit confused. I, as the vice chairperson, I kept following up with my chairperson as Badman Solo, but he cut off communication. We were not able to continue together until the last time when they were going to launch the office at Murphy's. I was not informed. I was just in one of the hotel garden here in the city when one gentleman came to me, approached me and asked me a question that I was actually astonished. I was not able to answer. He was like, Kiddy Face, are you among the people who are going to launch the office of W.A.L.K tomorrow? Then I was like, because I am a leader, I had to swallow it and say, yes, I will be there, because I never wanted to look like someone who does not know anything. So I had to take my time, call Badman Solo, and then he was like, he was surprised to hear me asking him. I was like, were you not informed by the coordinator of W.A.L.K, who is Pamela Peace? Then I was like, I didn't know anything, and then he called me that the launch is tomorrow, please come around. Then I was like, is this thing still involved inclusivity? The world vice chairperson of W.A.L.K being asked to come around, that does not attach an accountability. But because I'm a leader, I had to go and witness. Indeed, I witnessed that SACCO was registered because on that day, account number was presented, and then the W.A.L.K Foundation received 12 million dummy check. Okay? So this confirms that SACCO was registered illegally without the membership authorities, and then also it confirms that they used our money that we collected from the industry locally here. They used it for their own interests. They also went ahead to, we call this obtaining money by false pretense. So these are some of the things that makes us fight endlessly, because we know we are fighting for our rights, and these people came with a very ill intention. Looking at the registration status, you will find that a person like Sylvia Wari, who is a director of Operation W.A.L.K Creation, getting involved in something that we expected to be in that position as the directors, as the signatories of the foundation. She is the one in that position, and she is the one holding the principal signatory. According to our investigation, there is Class A and Class B. The experts at the bank tells us that Class A has authority to withdraw money even without the authority of Class B. And this could be one of the reasons why our brothers, Odong Romeo and Freeman Sunday, decided to withdraw from these positions because they were all given Class B position of authority, of signatory in the bank. That means anything can happen without their knowledge. So I also want to appreciate my brothers, Odong Romeo and Freeman Sunday, for the decision you have made, because the fight is real, and this shows that you are actually standing for the people. Please continue fighting and don't let it end there. This is what I can say. Yeah.
By the names of Nyaku Simon Peter, professionally known as producer Simon, a music producer. Thank you so much, Numa, for the good work you're always doing for the people and for the creative arts industry of Northern Uganda. We are here, like somebody said, not for the first time, but almost on the same issues, meaning there is nothing being corrected or being worked on positively. This is a collection of different ideas from associations within the creative arts of Acholi. There is something that has been moving around due to some other act by a few individuals that we don't know their intentions and motives.